Hi friends, it's Tammy, and I am getting to make my root beer cake today. I am super excited about this. I've been wanting to make it for like about 3 weeks now, but it's been too darn hot. It's cooler today, so I'm gonna make it. Okay, first thing you're gonna need is you need to preheat your oven to 375, and then you're gonna need a cup of sugar. You're gonna need a half a cup of softened butter, and I was told to use real butter, that it tastes better, so that's what I'm going with. A half a teaspoon of vanilla, and I like to bake, and I think real vanilla does make a difference, so I get good vanilla. 2 beaten eggs, 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and 2/3 cups root beer. So we're going to mix this all together, and I'll be right back. I've got my mixture all mixed up, and it smells amazing. And just a little disclaimer, nothing about this recipe is diet. So, and you can use any kind of soda you wanted, you know, Dr. Pepper, Coke, whatever, it would come out the same way. It's just root beer. I think it's going to be really good, and it smells amazing in here. And you can do this in any kind of cake pan you want, a long cake pan, 2 round cake pans, whatever, but I'm using a bundt pan. I think this would be the best. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the inside, and instead of putting a little bit of flour, I'm actually going to put a little bit of sugar. So that way it gets like a little crusty, you know, sweet crusty goodness on there. So I'm doing this one-handed today, so I'll have to put you guys down and come back in a minute. Okay, here it is in the pan. And you just want to tap it down a little bit to get any big air bubbles out of it. And now this is going to go in your oven at 375 for anywhere between 50 to 60 minutes. It takes a really long time. And just poke it with a toothpick and see, you know, if it comes out clean, you know it's ready. So I will see you guys in about an hour. Here's my cake out of the oven. You can see by my timer, I still have like 20 minutes left, but it is coming out clean. So I'm calling it done. So make sure you make this, watch it real close, because it might not take the full time. So now we're going to get on to making the frosting so it can be getting cool in the fridge, and let this cool, and then we'll frost it. Okay guys, for the frosting you're going to need a 1/4 cup of butter. You're going to need 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, which is there. You're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar, which is in that container there. And then you're going to need about 1/3 of a cup of the root beer. And I'm going to mix this all up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Here's what it looks like after you get all the frosting drizzled on, and you know, it makes a little puddle in the middle and, you know, runs down the sides, but that's okay. I mean, for a bundt cake, I think that looks really good. I did have a lot of frosting left, but that probably comes in to adding that whole cup of extra powdered sugar to make it thicker. But I will save this in case anybody doesn't get enough and wants to drizzle a little more on their slice of cake. Thanks guys, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.